It's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are at Wintry First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. Coming up, it's divisional round Saturday. We've got an AFC battle on tap between the Indianapolis Colts and the Cleveland Browns. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. It's a bootleg with Winston. Escaping the pressure right. And his first pass is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Caught left side by Hilton. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. He's got the first down and more past midfield. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Jameis to throw it. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that
one. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Winston. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to continue to put up plays like we just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Marlon Mack, his first carry of the game. Nickel Roby-Coleman up to make the tackle.
Ball carrier. Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Winston. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And down inside the 15 he goes. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 4-yard line.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
From the gun, Winston. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell there to make the grab. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. A run on first down, but it's not going to get them much. Maybe a yard, and that's all.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. It got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. A big play there on 3rd down for the Browns. 57 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person that's on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there's another 1st down run right there.
And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 13 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
These two teams all tied after one. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Browns have taken the lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought
I
down.
don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now the rookie out of Wisconsin. This is Jonathan Taylor. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Brings up 3rd down.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 69 yards. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Rigoberto Sanchez.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
No gain on.
You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Rodgers pass.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Hines. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Naheem Hines.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. He's brought after a very nice gain. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Touchdown.
Jameis Winston taking it in. And the Colts have broken our tie as they take the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Colts 21. Browns.
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. That's Derek Barnett coming in and making the play. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. And he fires one that's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Rodrigo Blankenship for the
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach tell us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys.
There goes Duke Johnson. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Duke Johnson, 55 yards. And the Browns were able to strike quickly for 6.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to him and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Taylor. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Third and long for Winston. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And not the result they were hoping for there, at least in terms of the kick team, as that'll get out of bounds at just the 35-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A good position to be in here, second and inches.
45-yard line.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one a first down pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On first down, Rodgers. And finding the tight end, Hooper. That catch good for only a couple.
Complete to Austin Hooper. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the Colts' 45-yard line.
So second and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. And again, it's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 19. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Following the interception, Winston. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
A second down throw for Winston. He's got Njoku over the middle and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Now Winston. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They work again from the 38 on second and 10. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down.
And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Intended for David.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They just do get the play off. Now Winston. He dumps this off to Matt. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
They run with Hines. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
From the 5, here's 2nd and 2.
Winston. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
Hilton, incomplete. It's 3rd down. And 2 yards to go.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Working out of the gun. Winston. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Paris Campbell. Incomplete.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it. And they're not going to get the kickoff in time. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field.
A 27-yard attempt.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And that will do it for this first half. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. On play action, now Rodgers. Flushed out right, incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again, Rodgers. Screenplay, Johnson. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 11 yards there, 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And to give this time to the tailback. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 more yards there and another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Box it, box it, box it, box it. Hey, check 24. Check 24. We are going.
Right back to him on first down. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Ball carrier. The tackle made by Christian Kirksey. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 9-yard line.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. From 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and
he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
It's 4th down.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. This is Hines. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Looking deep for Hilton. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
You always think about picking up the first down, but in this case, they were thinking about something bigger. They were thinking about the home run shot and took it downfield. Unable to connect, but admire the effort.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. And a fair catch called for and taken right on the midfield stripe. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield, here's Rodgers. He'll look underneath and dump it off to Duke Johnson. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Well, still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Watch the screen.
Rodgers now to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Now they go screen. It's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff. Third and goal. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 3 yards all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
A 22-yard attempt.
McCann's kick up and good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
At their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. You know.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the fourth. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run it. It's Mack. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
The ball carrier.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. Now a give, right side. It's Hines. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
They run again with Hines. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Now they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
No gain on the
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Receiver, the ball carrier.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Here's Mack. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal.
The line of scrimmage.
Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. Blankenship's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. They need to come up with something as they get this drive started. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Going deep for Hopkins. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 24. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big...
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. That one good for 37 yards. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Looking to run with Mack. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Marlon Mack taking it in. And thanks to the interception, the Colts offense cashes in with 6. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Colts 41. Browns.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Now here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Derek Barnett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Kenny Moore. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 51 tonight. 51 tonight. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Still alive. I'm feeling like Will. I feel like a prince. I'm feeling myself. I'm loaded with bills. Cause I was a blessed with no one who failed. Don't know how it feels. I wanted to flex and totally chill. I'm making a flip. My life is a flick.
Weekend. Thanks for watching, everybody, and so long.